Hey guys, so I'm gonna go over my 5 cards I love to pick up right now and what you should be picking up this week in trade. A little bit different. I honestly could have made a video of each of these, but it would take me forever to pull all the cards I had out of each. And I know you guys like to see a lot of cards, but instead we're gonna do this. Number 5, Voice. You guys know I am a big fan of this card. The card is extremely low right now. I like it. The reason I like it is because it does something that green and white does not do so well. It pretty much counter spells. So instants, or because you get tokens, and your tokens honestly sometimes are better than the creature itself. The creature itself is excellent, and should it die, you get another creature to replace it. So it's a very good trade-off. It does have a home already. It has the home in the pod decks. It's tremendous value in pod, especially the combo decks where you need to preserve your life. This helps with it and helps you get what the cards you need. So Voice of Resurgence, I've always liked this card from the very first time I saw the card. I have loved it, and that hasn't changed. Mutavault. Mutavault is extremely cheap right now for what it is. So Mutavault is very tribal, and it was like a land that we just talked about. Will Mutavault be in Modern Masters 2015? And again, all 5 of these cards are going to be safe for Modern Masters 2015, and they're pretty much ideal places to trade into, to store your value and not have to worry about Modern Masters 2015. One of the biggest questions I got from you guys this week was, this is coming, how should we act? And I always want you guys to be proactive and not reactive. So if you can trade into these 5 cards, that they are very safe places to put your speculations, as were the rest of the cards this week. Mutavault, very good. Geist. Geist also is not going to be reprinted. Well, Mutavault is the only one in this set that can be reprinted in Modern Masters 2015, but I really don't expect it to be. Geist is a very good card. Geist is one of the most aggressive cards I've ever seen. The only downfall is it is a legendary creature, so you can't stack multiples of them. But it ends a game like so fast, and when you're playing Storm or Ascendancy, so you're not playing the token version of Ascendancy, you're playing the one that's a little faster. Well, this beats them because it presents a clock that they cannot race against. So Geist is very good against some decks, but very bad against other decks. It's definitely not very good against a extremely aggro deck, but against other decks where they're pretty much just trying to combo and win the game, Geist ends the game before they can do that. There's a lot of damage really fast. Now, Snapcaster Mage. I don't need to talk about this guy. This guy is very good in all formats. He's extremely versatile. He will only get better in time as long as there's more and more spells, which instants, sorceries, anything that he can play. It's just going to get a lot better. But I still like Snap into Cryptic, or Snap into Lightning Bolt, or Snap into Path. It only gets better when better instants and sorceries get printed, or new ones come out. I don't know. This card is insanely good. Now, my number 1 pick is going to surprise a lot of you. It is this card. Why do I like this card so much? I honestly don't own as many copies of this card as I do the other cards this week, and I don't know why. I have a feeling that I do own a lot of them, but they are like in storage because I cannot find that many of them. Honestly, I can't even find a place of them, which worries me somewhat. But this is a card that I can get behind. It is a card that only has 1 white symbol in it. That makes a big difference. It already has a home, Birthing Pod, but its home is pretty much a crappy home right now because Delver is just beating it down. Should Treasure Cruise be banned, this card will go up in price. This card, again, cannot be reprinted. It is an extremely powerful card. The difference, and the reason it's number one, comes down to a simple Rhino. It pairs amazingly with the Rhino card that's dominating Modern. Like, it's so insane for me to say that, but Siege Rhino is a Modern card. And this card is good with Siege Rhino. I mean, you instant speed, you can take down a blocker, you can save your Rhino, you can gain the life. I mean, the Rhino, the fact it does essentially a lightning helix of damage, makes this kind of like Snapcaster Mage with the Rhino in play, except way, way better because it's a bigger body. So Snapcasting a helix would cost you 1, a blue, and the helix would have to be in your graveyard. So it's a 2-card combo. Just like the Rhino and this card is, and it's turn 4, and you get a 2/1 at the end of the table, left end of the table. Well, with this one, it's a little slower, but you get a 4/5, and you get a 3/4 flying flash. So, essentially, it's like Snapcasting a lightning helix from your graveyard, a Rhino on the play, except so much better. Tremendous amount of value, cannot be reprinted. This card is very, very good.